Greetings, Sweater Kingdom. It is I, Sweater King, and today I bring to you what your Garden Warfare 1 main says about you. Now, I know that this game came out 11 years ago, but it's Plants vs. Zombies' 16th anniversary, alright? It's Sweet 16. And there's been some news speculating of what'll come out and all that, and by the way, I wanted to make this video because it's fun, alright? So shut up, you're not my dad. Let's get this video started. If you main Peashooter, you aren't really special. Almost everybody who plays Plants mains the Peashooter, and that's actually for a really good reason. His kit is pretty solid, does pretty solid splash damage, and is really good just for a quick dash attack like his kit is supposed to be. Now, other than that, I really got nothing else to say because there's a huge variety of Peashooter mains, alright? And there's like really sweaty ones, there's really chill ones, and I'm not really going to go into the variants, it's mostly just the class. But if you main the Peashooter class, you are just a run and gun kind of guy. You just love just zooming around, zipping around, making everyone say help. If you main Chomper, you are probably the vast minority of the group, taking up at least 2% of the entire Plants vs. Zombies 1 Garden Warfare cast. Chompers are actually super rare to see be mained because they are the only melee class, and you typically see them usually pick and choose a pair, but they are genuinely terrifying. If you have a Chomper on the team, say thank you for eating that zombie because he must have had that pretty damn good lunch after getting absolutely destroyed. If you main Sunflower for the plant side, chances are you're a healer of the group, so you enjoy the healer role from other teams, and you like picking up where people like off the most, which is we usually need a healer, and people don't appreciate enough of you, and there's going to be people that are going to be saying that Sunflower is easy, Sunflower is easy. All right, shut up. All right, we don't need another Sunflower. We don't need a Sunflower strike in Garden Warfare. All right, we already had to deal with a healer strike in Marvel Rivals. So yeah. I'm just saying, we appreciate all you Sunflower players, and you guys are actually really chill, and you guys pick up where the team lacks. So, love for you all. If you main Cactus, you guys are genuinely terrifying. It is scary going up against a really good Cactus player. You guys know when to place your potato mines. You guys know where to place your tall nuts. You guys just know like where to just have a good positioning, and chances are in previous hero shooters you've mained sniper characters such as Widowmaker and Black Widow from Marvel Rivals. And there's nothing wrong with that. Honestly, I enjoy having a good Cactus taking out people that's far away that I can't see as I'm healing the rest of the gang. If you main Foot Soldier, I'm sorry, but you're not unique. This is basically just you. I main Foot Soldier, and so did all of the other percentage of the zombie side of this game. But mostly, honestly, I don't blame you, because his kit's honestly probably the best out of the entire zombies just for all-around utility. You can get up to high spots, cover flanks, and mostly the rest of the factions are just kind of just expecting you to do your job, and if you do your job, your team does well. So I have nothing but respect for a lot of you Foot Soldier mains. If you're an engineer main, I'm just going to assume that you are a blue-collar worker, working your ass off in construction, man. Because every time I see an engineer main, they're always just building teleporters and building fucking turrets and shit. So, yeah, I'm just naturally assuming you guys are just blue-collar men, just making your days known and presence in Garden Warfare. And really appreciate it. And usually if you see more than 2 engineers in a game, you know they are fighting for who gets to build the teleporter first. Because these guys, engineer mains only care about one thing, and that's making money. That's making bank. Whether it breaks their back in real life or breaks their back in the fucking real life. If you main scientist, I'm just gonna naturally assume that you're not there to heal. You are there to just absolutely demolish with how good close quarters your fucking kit is. Scientist is supposedly the support role of the zombies, but in reality, they're just the close quarters expert. Every time there's a good scientist player, they're always playing one of 2 characters, just the marine biologist and like just the regular ass scientist, man. It's crazy. It just baffles my mind of how ridiculously overpowered the kit is for this support class. And honestly, it's just kind of bullshit too, though, that like the only healing that they gave the scientist is a freaking heal station. It's just way too much for this character. They should have just made this character more for close quarters instead of healing. If you main the AllStar, I'm just going to naturally assume that you are into sports. Because he is just a sports lover, you know? Every AllStar main that I've met is really into the sports that their variant is. Like hockey, soccer, football. It's all of the above. And usually you all are chill, and you guys like just tank everything. Your kits are usually really, really good, man. You usually know when to imp-hunt. I've never really met a bad AllStar main, and you guys are actually all chill as hell. So, yeah, keep it up, people. I love you all.
I call it boss mode.
Boss mode isn't really too different between plants and zombies. That's realistically the same thing on both sides, and it's a really interesting and neat idea. It takes what the franchise was originally built on, was the tower defense where you collect sun and plant things, but I just don't think it was implemented in such a really cool way. Like, you don't feel impactful. You don't feel like a threat as, like, being the main leader in the boss battle there for your team. And that's what I think boss mode should have been. Something kind of like really threatening. Like having a threatening presence on the map when somebody plays boss mode, but not to the point where it's overpowered. And that's kind of disappointing to hear from boss mode. I was kind of really hoping that they would have brought back boss mode for Garden Warfare 2 and maybe improved it, but it's honestly kind of just that. And if you main boss mode, you are kind of just playing it just to change. I kind of refuse to think that there's boss mode mains out there in the Garden Warfare franchise. They just don't exist. It's just a cool little gimmick to play once in a while and never play again, because it's honestly just pretty boring. And that's going to wrap it up for today's video. If you like what you see, consider subscribing. Make sure to join the Discord and or follow me on Twitch to know when I go live next. Anyways, that's it for today. Peace, Kingdom.